It's back, gang. Y'all already know what time it is, man. I am how do white people say? I am tickled pink. You know what I'm saying? This right here, bro, is what I've been waiting on. You feel me? I was waiting on NFL. We was waiting on the NBA, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to go over the first 2 days. It's a game on right now. OKC playing Indiana, NBA Finals rematch. Denver is getting ready to play Golden State for their first game of the year. We couldn't have scripted this no better so far. Let's get into it. Let's see. Put me down here. Put me down here, chat. I don't know what you said, Alpha Lotos. Whatever, gang. Whatever you say. Let's get into these games, man. Let's get into these games. We are on yesterday. How we get to yesterday? Why I can't see yesterday? Hold on now. Hold on now. Why I can't see yesterday? Why I can't see yesterday, bro? I don't like that. Why I can't see where's yesterday? Here we go. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. You feel me? Let's go ahead and talk about day one, bro. We going real quick, you feel me? Double overtime, OKC versus the Rockets, the new look Rockets. I ain't gonna lie, their offense looked very, very vanilla. It looked very, very bland. Nothing that I would toot my horn at. Now they did put up a good fight against OKC. I also think it's because of the new season. Everybody trying to get them jitters out, things like that. Alperen Sengun is taking on a new role, trying to be the, I guess you could say, the next center, playmaking center. You know what I'm saying? Stretch big slash forward, whatever you want to call it. Finished the game pretty solid. 39, 11, 7, 2 steals, 1 block. Plus minus is 9. Nothing too shabby. You feel me? I didn't like his vision. I'm saying I didn't feel like he was getting a lot of people involved. Uh, it was more so just pass the ball because I can't really triple. One thing about Jokic, he has very good control of the ball. I don't feel like Sangoon had good control of the ball. As you can see, he had 4 turnovers. I'm saying like he was getting ripped pretty handily. Other than that, not too good of a game from Kevin Durant. Also, Amen Thompson, bro, running the point guard to start the game was very, very, very bad. I ain't gonna lie. He was very underwhelming. Plus minus was minus 11. He also had 4 turnovers. It's just it literally he looked scared. He looked timid the whole time. Like it wasn't really nothing else to really call it. Now, on the other hand, started off a little bit slow. Houston had the lead pretty much the entire game. Shea started doing Shea shit. I'm saying finished the game with 35. He literally didn't score like that until the second half. He maybe had 4 to 6 points in the first half. Second half though, the boy teed up. I ain't gonna lie. The boy teed up. Defense stepped up, did exactly what they needed to do. They was running different looks. They still got one of the deepest rosters in the NBA right now. That definitely helped them, I feel like, throughout the entirety of the game. Man, you know what I'm saying? That was day one. That was the first game on day one. Second game was Golden State, LA. My boy Luca need help. You need to send help over there bad. Jimmy Butler dropped a cool 31. Jonathan Kuminga, first game back. Cooler, 17. Nothing too major. Draymond Green, of course, being the facilitator, offensive engine that he is, bro. Like his stats don't validate the amount of impact that he has on this team. For him to only play 28 minutes, he finished with 8, 7, 9. Now he did have 4 turnovers too, 1 steal, 2 blocks. His plus or minus was 20. You feel me? For him to only have 8 points, Jimmy Butler having 31, their plus minus being the same thing, that should tell you the amount of impact that he had. You feel me? His numbers never jump off the page. They're always consistent. His impact is always valued. I'm telling you, bro. Without him, this team would crumble quick. Steph didn't really do too much. They ain't really need much from Steph. The Lakers couldn't generate basically no offense from anybody else except Luka. He finished the game with 43. Very solid game from Luka. 43, 12, and 9. Very, very, very solid game from Luka. This is exactly what we expecting from skinny Luka. You feel me? Like we expecting him to come back in and really do what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Then overtime, bro. I just took OKC money line because that's the easiest pick. Them going into overtime is kind of crazy though. I'm not gonna lie. I need them to finish this game. Why they keep going into overtime, bro? Why is every game in overtime with them? I don't know what's up with that. You feel me? I don't know why they can't close games this year. Very lackluster game from the Lakers. LeBron's impact is very noticeable. His absence was very noticeable. That's the best thing I could say. Without him being the facilitator and drawing the defense in and things like that, everybody knew the ball was going to Luca. Couldn't nobody else buy a bucket. It was just a bad showing. You know what I'm saying? It was just a bad showing on the Lakers' behalf. Now I do think they will get it together the further we get into the season. Of course, when LeBron comes back, but really they need another premier scorer. They need somebody else that can, when Luka is getting trapped or double teamed or whatever the case may be, or even LeBron sitting out due to rest and all that stuff, because we do know he is going to take more rest games later on in the year. Luka needs somebody else to defer to. He needs somebody else that can get a guaranteed bucket. Everybody, I thought it was going to be DeAndre Ayton. I thought he could give a guaranteed 10 and 10, at least 15 and 10, which I thought would be very much more impactful. DeAndre Ayton was literally terrible. He was literally terrible, bro. You know what I'm saying? 71% from the field was literally because he taking shots 2 feet away from the basket. In 33 minutes, him having only 10.6 boards, that's literally the bare minimum. That's terrible. You know what I'm saying? That was day one. The second day one, though, you feel me? The official day one was when the rest of the teams played. This is where we get into the real nitty gritty. The Knicks look like the clear cut, more complete team in the in the Eastern Conference. The Cavaliers, they came out very slow. They came out very slow. Donovan Mitchell looked like he was timid as well. Wasn't really trying to score. He was trying to drive and kick more than anything. Went 12 for 25 from the field, finished with 31. Literally, if I feel like if he would have kicked that into gear a lot earlier, the game would have been a lot closer. The game only got close towards the end. A lot of bullshit fouls, a lot of calls, things like that. I'm saying prayer shots, things like that. The defensive player of the year, Evan Mobley, did exactly what he needed to do. I feel like where they lacked was the defensive presence as well as Jared Allen. Jared Allen wasn't being heavy on the boards. He wasn't being aggressive. It really seemed like he was really non-existent out there. I love the minutes from Lonzo. He gave very valuable minutes. Of course, he wasn't able to do much. The 6 assists, very, 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 very valuable minutes. Very valuable minutes. He was making good plays. He was making good defensive plays. Like he had one of them games where you really have to go watch the tape. You got to go watch the tape to see his impact. And I'm not gonna lie, if I'm Cleveland right now, I'm looking to put Lonzo in the starting lineup until Darius Garland come back. You feel me? That's just me though. That's just me. The Knicks, I ain't even go over the Knicks though. The Knicks, on the other hand, like I said, very, very much more complete team. OG Anunoby looked like he wasn't missing in the first half. Of course, it tended to slow down. He finished the game with 24 and 14, which is unusual for him. He was literally pulling everything, bro. He was doing whatever he wanted to. 4 for 9 from the 3 point, finished 44%. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? 44% from the 3 point from OG Anunoby is a good night. He's having a great night. 19 and 11 from Cat. He big man minutes. They didn't really have nothing to answer for it. Like I said, with no Jared Allen impact on the floor, it kind of was like Carl could just do what he wanted to do, really take his time and really just find what he was looking for. He was being very aggressive on the boards. He got a lot of putbacks. Jalen Brunson, of course, starting guard, doing what he was supposed to do as well, bro. Like the game plan work to a T. You feel me? And they look much, much better with Mike Brown as the head coach. They look so much better with him as the head coach. I'm so glad they got rid of Tom Thibodeau. It's not that Tom Thibodeau is not a good coach. Sometimes you got to come up to the times. Like you can't just be doing the same shit over and over and over again and expecting the same results. That's literally the definition of insanity. Literally, that's the definition. The Brooklyn Nets and the Hornets, we did take the Brooklyn Nets on the spread. You feel me? We did take the Nets on the spread. That did cut back to bite us. I felt like the Nets having the bigger team, I'm saying by comparison, even though they are the younger team, I felt like they had the bigger team. I felt like they would have just the first game advantage. You feel me? That first game of the season, everybody plays phenomenally. You feel me? You're gonna have some people that's gonna play off. Most of the time, everybody plays good. They were keeping it close in the first half. It just started getting away from 'em. I didn't watch this game in its totality. I really only seen like a bits and pieces of it. I was watching other games. Of course, you couldn't ask for no more from your starters. I ain't gonna lie, this is a very deep team now. Like, this team is extremely deep. They got all the pieces that they need. They lacking a few things. maybe more paint presence. I ain't gonna lie, Ryan Kalkbrenner filled in that role perfectly. I don't know what's up with Williams. I don't know what's up with him, why he didn't play. I haven't heard anything about him. Great minutes from Ryan Kalkbrenner. Great minutes from the rookies in general. Him, Con Knuppel. Great minutes coming off the bench from Colin Sexton. Came in, gave you 15. I'm saying like they did what they should have done against this caliber of team. I will no longer bet on the Nets for the rest of the season. I'm not gonna lie to you. The Miami Heat and Orlando Magic, man. You feel me? New big three over there in Orlando, going up against Miami. Miami doesn't really have anything that jumps off the page at you as far as players wise. Andrew Wiggins is a very middle ground player, not really a good 3-point shooter. He doesn't take a lot of selfish shots. He's not very aggressive. He's been a role in a starting lineup for so long. I feel like it's going to take a while for him to adjust to having more freedom in this offense. We know he's going to have more freedom because there's literally nobody else to compete with for that outside of Bam, and Bam needs to find himself as well. 15 and 12, it's very very spaced out. It's not they're not getting scores in bunches. They're not really moving the ball around a lot. It was a lot of ISO ball, and Norman Powell is literally their only other dominant scorer. He came in filling in this new role over here in Miami. He started to come out a lot last year before he came to Miami. Now that he's here, he's extremely comfortable in this new starting role. He's extremely comfortable being the leader of this team. I'm not mad at it. I'm saying I'm not mad at it. 47, 50, 85. That's not bad, bro. I'm saying that's not bad. 9 boards. You feel me? Only 3 turnovers. Not really the main ball handler. Definitely looking forward to see him be more active this year. Definitely looking forward to that. As far as Orlando goes, this big three might actually work over here in Orlando. You know what I'm saying? With the East being wide open like it is, like you can't afford for both of them to be going off of 30, all 3 of them to be going off of 30. This is exactly what I'm pretty sure Orlando envisioned when they had this pickup. You can see they didn't even need much from the defense because from the bench because literally they had it put together. Now, I wasn't too high on Jalen Suggs or Wendell Carter. He gave very valuable minutes, though. I'm not going to lie. Wendell Carter played great defense. He protected the paint, did exactly what he was supposed to do. He played his role and made all his free throws. That's one of the big, I feel like that's a major key to a lot of bigs is making your shots when you get the opportunities, bro. You feel me? Because nothing hurts a team more than everybody going off your big can't even buy a bucket. Nothing hurts a team more than that. I'm definitely looking forward to see what more things from Orlando. Very disappointing game in the Toronto and Atlanta game. Atlanta was being very, very underwhelming. Toronto, it looked like it might work. You feel me? I thought it would be too much because of Brandon Ingram coming in when this was really supposed to be Scotty Barnes' team, and him and RJ were already starting to build that connection. I felt like adding Brandon Ingram was going to cause a lot of complications. It actually didn't, though. It actually didn't. He played very solid. Nothing that jumps out at you again, like I keep saying. I'm gonna keep repeating that because a lot of shit don't jump out at you, but you gotta watch the film. You know what I'm saying? His plus or minus was 14, so his impact every time he was on the floor definitely helped the team stay ahead. Once they got ahead, they literally did not let the lead back. RJ Barrett, great minutes, bro. RJ Barrett and Scotty look very comfortable. They look like they're more mature now. RJ Barrett not taking selfish shots. He getting the ball moving around a lot more. Emmanuel Quickly to me is not really a one guard. RJ Barrett has played more than one guard a lot more often, so you kind of want him running that offense. You couldn't ask for nothing more from this team. They gave you great bench minutes. Grady Dick, we did take him for an assist. He gave us 0. He gave us 0 assists. 21 points coming off the bench. That's what they got him there for. You know what I'm saying? That's why he probably isn't going nowhere. Toronto probably love that boy. I ain't gonna lie. Toronto probably love that boy. I don't know why I keep going back, chat. I don't know why I keep going back. The Atlanta Hawks, though. The Atlanta Hawks. I don't know what the problem is. I'm saying everybody's back off injury. They got the big that they wanted. They got the bench depth that they wanted. Luke Kennard, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. When you don't get your folks involved early enough, I feel like a lot of people try to fight from behind too much. I'm saying a lot of teams try so long to do the same thing that when it doesn't work, now that you're behind so much that now you want to start doing other shit when it's too late for that. I'm saying you got to get that ball moving around. You got to get some good off-ball screens going. You got to let that bench get their time, bro. You gotta let the bench get their time, bro. I'm saying Luke Kennard out of 30 minutes, he only gave you 6 points. Kongwu gave you 18. Those are a lot of trash minute points. He gave you a few things in the first half. A lot of that was towards the end of the game when everybody's kind of slacking on defense from Toronto's end. You kind of need more out of Porzingis. Now I know he gave solid PRA. You got to get more from him. Like you expect more from him early on in the game. Like him, Jalen Johnson, Richard, and Trae Young. You can't afford for your whole starting five to have a minus plus minus. When they're on the court, things have to be positive. They have to be progressive. They have to move and in a certain type of flow fashion. You know what I'm saying? This team, I know it's a chemistry thing that has to you kind of got to adjust to. This team pretty much the same team. Feel me? Like the only thing that was added was Porzingis, Nikhil Alexander Walker, and Luke Kennard. Outside of that, nothing else should have been that big of a problem. The whole team plus minus not even you feel me? Like that's crazy. That's not gonna cut it. It's not gonna cut it. I'm not gonna lie. This Philly and Boston game though, shout out to VJ Edgecombe, bro. VJ in his rookie debut, dropping 34, 7, and 3. Only 2 turnovers, you know what I'm saying? Very critical turnovers. They managed to pull it out, gang. They managed to pull it out. No Embiid. Embiid only played about 5 minutes. How long Embiid play? Embiid played. Where is Embiid? That's crazy. They ain't even got his name on here, chat. Y'all see this? His name is not even on here. His name is not even on here. VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey might have already started their place of being the best backcourt in the league if they're going to continue this rate. Tyrese Maxey was already coming into his more mature style of play, knowing how to run an offense, knowing how to lead a team. He gave you 40. I'm saying he was matching everything VJ was doing. I feel like their effort alone is what kept them in the game. Everybody else gave you very mediocre shit. Nobody else gave you damn near anything. Them two. I'm saying so for them to get that win, it just speaks volume. Also speaks volume to the lack of talent that's over here in Boston now. Jason Tatum being hurt, they let Al Horford go over there to Golden State. There is no paint presence. I'm saying Sam Hauser is not gonna cut it. You feel me? Anthony Simons didn't come in and do what you needed him to do. He gave you very, very, very underwhelming minutes, only giving you 13. It's only but so much that Jaylen Brown and Derek White is going to be able to do. I'm just not going to lie. The surprise of this game is this Neemias Queta. Bro was on one. I'm saying for 5 minutes in the fourth quarter, he damn near didn't miss. I ain't going to lie. He damn near didn't miss. Other than that, it was very lackluster. Now, they did come back. They were down a good little bit, and they did come back. That is a testament to the coaching as well as the heart of the team. Outside of that, though, it really ain't shit going on over here. I ain't gonna lie. It ain't nothing going on over there in Boston. It's gonna be a long season for them without Jason Tatum. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be a long season. Chicago, man. Chicago surprised me. They got the lead on Detroit early and they did not give it up. Detroit tried to come back later on in the game. I feel like there's something missing here outside of a center because I'm not a Jalen Duran fan. Outside of a center, there's something missing here. I had more confidence in this team coming into this game. It's just something missing. I can't really put my finger on it, but it's something that's not here that they're lacking. I'm saying like there is something that's not here. Shout out to Chicago, man. Came out and played better than a lot of people anticipated. Kevin Herter, everybody gave you great minutes. Montes Buzelis literally led this team to this win. He was in control of the whole game. Drew in the defense, great kickouts, good looks. The assist, now he wasn't getting the assist on the plays. Again, this is one of them games where you got to watch the film. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch the film. If he didn't have the drive out, if he didn't have the kick out on the drive, he literally was going to the basket and was just getting what he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I definitely gotta take my hat off to him for that game. Josh Giddey giving you very solid minutes, being more of a leader on this team. Vucevic being the high man on this team. You need that. You feel me? Like that stretch position. There's a lot of teams that could have used him that was trying to get him. I know Chicago happy as hell they ain't let him go nowhere. Cause that 28-14, boy, you know what I'm saying? New Orleans and Memphis. You feel me? Zion versus Ja, the matchup we've been waiting to see. You feel me? It's kind of a secret rivalry. You feel me? A little secret rivalry, only because they went 1 and 2 in the draft, so it's kind of always been that thing on who's better, et cetera, et cetera. But Zion though, bruh, Zion looks healthy. He looks slimmer. You know what I'm saying? He looks quicker. You feel me? He don't take no threes now. He gave you 27 straight twos. Straight twos and free throws. Now, he do need to work on them free throws. Now, 58% from the free throw line ain't going to cut it this year. But he gave you everything you could ask for in his play. I feel like they could have stepped up a little bit more defensively. Now, you do know that Trey Murphy and Herbert Jones are going to give you great defensive effort, but I just feel like early on, of course, with these first game jitters, everybody was kind of, just kind of trying to fill it out. And Jordan Poole has came into this new team and given great solid effort, but gotta facilitate that ball more, bro. He gotta move that ball around. I feel like it's too much ISO ball over here. There is no facilitator for real. There is nobody to really get everybody else involved. A lot of people have to try to get their own shot, which for some is a good thing. For others, it's kind of like, you know, everybody can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't do that. The rookies gave you solid minutes off the bench. You feel me? Jeremiah Fears gave you 17. You feel me? I wouldn't mind seeing him more in the starting lineup, giving a little mix up, running a small ball lineup, considered small, but lineup him and Jordan Poole in the backcourt. I feel like that would be very, very effective. The next game is the Wizards and the Bucks. Um, did what they were supposed to do. They were supposed to win this game. Um, I don't know what's going on in Washington. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know what they can do. Best player being Chris Middleton, you're kind of limited to the ceiling that you can have. You feel me? Because even with him being the best player on the team, plus or minus 15 against your old team, bro, you getting on the court and you kind of low key kind of stinking it up. You feel me? You low key stinking it up. But 60 and 60, that's solid. And under 30 minutes, that's solid though. You feel me? It's just not enough though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not enough, bro. You feel me? And you need more from your vets in order for this team to thrive. It's a very young team, so them vet minutes mean a lot. You know what I'm saying? Trey Johnson, you great. Everything you could ask for out of this draft pick. Pretty much it though. You feel me? They tried to give everybody a chance, but you just wasn't really getting much. Like I said, being a deeper team, having a deeper roster is what is gonna get you the wins. You know what I'm saying, this season. Double overtime, another double overtime game. Another double overtime game is crazy at this point. Another double overtime game is crazy, man. Next game, the Clippers. Now, I feel bad for the Clippers. I'm not gonna lie. I feel very, 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 very bad, very, very, very bad for them. My fault, chat. They literally look like they didn't even deserve to be on the floor with Utah. That's how fluent Utah was. Like, that's how efficient they were. Like, as a team, I'm saying, as a team, 55% from the field, you feel me? Like, as a team, bro, that's extremely, extremely efficient. Almost 40% from the three-point, that's extremely efficient. I'm not gonna lie. They surprised me a lot. They got great minutes from Lauri Markkanen, great minutes from Walker Kessler. Walker Kessler was out there looking like Hakeem the Dream. He was out there looking like he literally could not be stopped. I'm not gonna lie. Ace Bailey, of course, didn't show up. He decided to stay at home, knit a couple sweaters or something. I don't know what the fuck he was out there doing. They didn't even need him. I'm not gonna lie. They didn't even need him. This game was in such good hands with this starting lineup. Him being ass was just kind of okay. You feel me? The game of the night was the Spurs and the Mavericks. This was the game of the night. This was the game of the night, bro. Simply off of one person, Victor Wembanyama. He gave you. I had to make his shit. I had to make his picture big, bro. You feel me? He gave you 40 and 15, bro. 40 and 15, bro. 40 and 15, bro. 3 blocks. 1 assist. I don't even care he ain't passed that ball. Damn it, you ain't gotta pass the ball when you not missing. He missed 6 shots, bro. He missed 6 shots in 30 minutes. Went 81% with 11 free throws, bro. 40, 15, 1 assist, 1 steal, 3 blocks, no turnovers, gang. Plus or minus was 31. He literally could not be stopped. Harrison Barnes was out there looking like he was a spring chicken. He only scored 7 points. Then was the best 7 points I've ever seen this nigga score. Like, the Spurs looked like they couldn't do no wrong, and they made Dallas literally look like some scrubs. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been a lot of overreaction about Dallas and how they looked, but I feel like people aren't giving enough credit to how good the Spurs actually looked. You know what I'm saying? The Spurs came out there way more prepared. They have no notable injuries. They literally could play the entire motherfucking roster. That speaks volumes when Dallas is missing a very pivotal player, as well as the experiment with putting Cooper Flag at the point guard. Cooper Flag is not a point guard. You know, he at best he's a two guard at best. You feel me? But he's a forward, and you need to let him play under the 3 point line. Him being out there so far on the perimeter the entire game, I feel like slowed him down a lot. You feel me? He not as visual as a lot of other guards. He doesn't have the tangibles that it takes to be a point guard right now. You can't expect him first game, Jason Kidd, to come in here and just take over that role like that, bro. He literally didn't score to the second half. I know he had a double double, but his plus or minus was minus 29. It was the fucking worst on the team, bro. Anthony Davis plus or minus was so bad only because Derek Lively, and did he not play? I don't even know. I don't even know if he played. Their plus or minus was so bad because that's how good Wemby was. I'm not gonna lie. Wemby was that good last night. Real G shit. He was that good, bro. AD still had 22 and 13. You wouldn't even. Nobody even cared. It didn't even matter, bro. You feel me? Like it was literally just the Wemby show. You know what I'm saying it was literally just the Wemby show. We got Sacramento and Phoenix. I did not watch this game. I did not watch this game. I do know that Sacramento was up damn near the whole game. Somehow something happened. Somehow something happened. They just fumbled it. You feel me? This was Russ' first game as Sacramento King. I know everybody was hyped about that. I wasn't expecting too much from him. I was I wasn't expecting a lot from this offense in general because I just hate the lineup. I hate the lineup. Um, the rookie, they gave him too many minutes. I feel like Dario Saric could have played more minutes. I feel like Malik Monk could have gave you more in the starting lineup. He gave you 19 off the bench. I feel like they needed that in the starting lineup. Without that in the starting lineup, having this right here, having 2 and 4 coming from your 4 and your 5, bro, it's literally not gonna get you no win against anybody. I'm very worried about the state of Sacramento and where they gonna end up. Phoenix, little lucky win, you feel me? Little squeak by win, you feel me? No Jalen Green. They didn't really need him if Sacramento was just gonna be giving the game away. I'm not gonna lie. They were efficient from the field, not as much from the 3 point line. That's never been their strong suit. I feel like defensively is where they stepped up a lot. Iguodala and Dylan Brooks, Grayson Allen, they're there for defensive presence. I'm saying they're not going to give you a lot of points often. You feel me? They are there for their defensive effort as well as Ryan Dunn. Like they're there for their defensive effort. Like they're not there for much else. I'm saying like there's not a lot of scoring going to come out of them throughout this season. Devin Booker 31. You already know what's going on there. You already know what's going on with D Book. The final game of the night was this Minnesota and Portland game. I ain't gonna lie, I took Portland on the spread, 6.5. Great, great pick for me. They controlled this game the entire game until Anthony Edwards decided to take over in the fourth quarter. I'm not gonna lie. He just slowly kept them in the game the entire game. They were up, but not by much, and they just slowly stayed there. They just slowly kept the pace. Ant didn't look rattled. He looked very comfortable. He looked very poised. He looked very mature. He was making good decisions. He wasn't doing too much. He was taking great shots. Nothing over the top. For every one he missed, he made. You feel me? So you kind of gotta take your hat off to that. From the 3 point as well as from the field. Gave you a cool 31. Very, very calm 31. It wasn't like loud. It wasn't a loud 31. But you just knew that when he got the ball, he was looking to score, which he normally does. But once, yeah, he was looking to score only. Nigga wasn't trying to pass that bitch. Yeah, just solid effort from the rest of the team. Later on in the game, stepping up defensively, getting stops. Uh, I feel like Portland was forcing a lot of shit. Being that they was up, they was forcing a lot of shit. Bad turnovers, bad fouls, and it just led to them losing this game. You feel me? It just led to them losing this game. Man, that's my NBA takes from night 1/2. You feel me? We got two games on right now. OKC and Indiana's in double overtime, which is crazy to me how your first two games of the season, both of them are double overtime games, but they are up six now with 40 seconds left. Indiana going down the court right now. Pascal Siakam pushing the ball. Shot goes in. 137 to 133, 35 seconds left. They pushing the ball up court now. They're probably going to try to either score or get to the line again. Foul from Pascal. Don't want to send Shea to the line. But those are my takes from NBA and just my overall overview from the NBA. So excited NBA is back. I'm not gonna lie. I'm super excited the NBA is back. Can't wait to give y'all more content. Let me know in the comments what you want to see season. Try to chat GPT some shit to see if they can give me a little outline, and I'm gonna start going by that. If don't nobody give me no suggestions, cause hey, man, I'm doing this by myself. Hopefully this year I can get some people on here, man. We can get some takes, man, and some good hoop talk. Don't want to get no random ass people on here, man. I really want to get people that really know ball, so we can really talk hoops. I love y'all, man. Love everybody who stayed with me. Like, sub to the channel. We gone, gang.